Just to break the ice, it seems once an MC, Master of Ceremony, said like this: intelligent people speak stupidly, stupid people speak intelligently. And then he said, I now invite the chief guest to address the gathering. I thought this MC went close to that. Dear Sister Superior, Jessie, guest of honor, Dr. Santi, Dr. Abel, the CEO, Mrs. Annie, the principal, Sister Amala, dignitaries on stage, teachers, non-teaching staff members, students, and most especially the graduates. Good afternoon, and thank you very much for your warm welcome. Today is a day filled with the history of this moment of achievement when you get the recognition that you earned. Pat yourself on the back. This is one of many memorable moments you will have in life. My message is supposed to be inspirational, but I want to make it aspirational as well. I asked myself what advice I could give that will have any influence on you all. Nursing graduates today are joining the nursing profession during a time of uncertainty. I am confident they will rise to the challenge and overcome any adversity because that is what nurses do. Their courage and determination to succeed during a global pandemic is truly a testament to their commitment in becoming nurses. I could not be more proud and honored to be part of this or their nursing journey. My dear friends, beautiful thoughts were given by the speakers, especially Dr. Santi, the guest of honor, really spoke from her heart and experience, and she sounded so very spiritual. And I'm sure all these advices will work in your life and you will become successful in years to come. Saint Mother Teresa, the nurse par excellence, beautifully shared her experience once saying, young volunteers come to my home to do voluntary service. They work with the sick, they work with the dying, they work with the patients who are really bad, with very serious sicknesses. But after a few years of experience, they go back to their homes for higher qualifications. And when they return to my home with big qualifications, to my surprise, the first thing that they asked was, where is my office? Where should I sit and do my work? Mother Teresa was surprised to see the change in their attitude. She stood in silence for a while and then held their hand and took them slowly to the places where the dying patients were and introduced them once again to the service that they were doing before their qualification. That is the kind of dedication. Dedication with love is expected from you all, dear nurses. And I'm sure with the teaching and the training you have undergone here in St.ISABEL'S, you will surely work or walk out of your life with colorful badges and flags. Finally, my dear friends, nurses have a unique perspective and understanding of how precious life is. This perspective is a gift to you. Always remember that you are making a difference every day in someone's life, no matter how big or small. You will give your patients the ability to live their life to the fullest. You will be a light in their lives during the darkness. You will be their hope and their guide. You will be there to comfort them when they have pain and when they have sorrow. This is a great privilege you will have. Please don't take it lightly. Believe in yourself always and your ability to make an impact and to create change. I know each of you will make a difference and do great things. And we will be there cheering you along the way. Grateful you have chosen to be our next generation of nurses. Congratulations, God bless you all, and God bless St. Bede's School of Nursing.
Thank you, Father. We feel empowered and encouraged by your inspirational and aspirational message. We shall try our best to make it our own and live it. I feel grateful in calling our principal ma'am to honor Reverend Father Stanley with a memento. Florence Nightingale. She was an English social reformer, statistician, and the founder of modern nursing. Here, now we have our Florence Nightingale coming on to the stage. The master of success is work. The master of success is ambition. The son and daughter of success is common sense. The baby of success is an opportunity. Success is sweet and its secret is sweat. It's time for those who labor to savor the fruits of their labor. I implore Reverend Father Stanley Ignatius, Rector and Correspondent, St. Bede's Community of Schools, to publicize the awards for the best academics and best outgoing students of BSc Nursing and Diploma in General Nursing and Midwifery.
Western Academics, BSc Nursing 2017 to 2021, Miss Diana He.
The Best Academic Award in BSc Nursing for the academic session 2017 to 2021 goes to Miss Diana, and this prize is sponsored by Dr. Venkatesh, General Physician, St. Isabel Hospital, in the name of his mother, late Miss Janaki.
Western Academics, DGNM 2018-2021 goes to Miss Rajeshwari S.
The Best in Academics Award in DGNM for the academic session 2018 to 2021 goes to Miss Rajeshwari, and this prize is sponsored by Dr. Venkatesh, General Physician, St. Isabel Hospital, in the name of his sister, late Miss Geeta.
Best Outgoing BSc Nursing, Miss Gladys Olivia.
The Best Outgoing Student Award in BSc Nursing for the academic session 2017 to 2021 goes to Miss Gladys Olivia, and this prize is sponsored by Mrs. Veena Bhaskar Rao, wife of Dr. Bhaskar Rao, Principal, Allied Health Sciences, St. Isabel Hospital, in the name of late Sarojini Patabi.
Best Outgoing DGNM. Any guesses? Is it really a surprise? Miss Anita S.
The Best Outgoing Student Award in DGNM for the academic section 2018 to 2021 goes to Miss Anita, And this prize is sponsored by Dr. Mohammed Rafi, Medical Administrator, St.ISABEL'S Hospital.
Best batch 2017-2021.
The best batch rolling trophy goes to 2017-2021 batch BSc Nursing. And this prize is sponsored by Miss Mocha, Nurse Educator, St.ISABEL'S Hospital. I request 5 representatives from the batch to come forward and receive the trophy. Exhibiting talents in functions with particular tenacity and energy, disclosing and accepting the facts with decorum and team spirit. They set us as positive role model for their juniors.
Thanks a lot, Father. Thank you, ma'am. They are really highly privileged. Pleasure to inform that all these shining awards came from shop to stage by the restless purchase headed by Professor Suryakala, Vice Principal. When the institution create a culture of feedback, they send a strong signal to students that they care about their point of view, while also creating opportunities to model how to productively receive and respond to feedback. It takes humility to seek. It takes wisdom to understand it, analyze it, and appropriately act on it. I invite Ms. Gladys Olivia, presently our faculty, previously our student, today our graduate, to retrospect her time spent in Isabel on behalf of her cohorts.
It is said that graduation is an exciting time. It works both as an ending and as a new beginning. It's the warm memories of the past and the big dreams for the future. A very warm good evening to everyone gathered here today. Respected chief guest of the ceremony, Reverend Father Stanley Ignatius, Rector and Correspondent, St. Pete's Community of Schools, Chennai. Guest of honor, Dr. Santi Sajan, Chief Operating Officer, Apollo Hospitals Cluster, Chennai. Esteemed dignitaries of the Institute, honored of the dais, beloved teachers, sisters of the community, doctors, nurses, parents, well-wishers, juniors, and my dear fellow graduates. I greet you all with respect and bowingly seek for your blessings. Feeling thankful and not expressing it is like wrapping a gift and not presenting it. I, Gladys Olivia, from the 6th batch of BSc Nursing, stand here before you today to give the graduate response on behalf of all the graduates who are standing here on the thresholds and leaving the portals of St.ISABEL'S School and College of Nursing. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. First and foremost, I thank the Almighty for His bountiful blessings upon us and bringing us to the heights that we have never imagined. God has been really faithful to us, for this day is only possible because of Him. Leadership is not about titles, positions, or flow charts. It is about one life influencing another. On this auspicious occasion, I take immense pleasure to thank our beloved Principal Madam, Professor Dr. Annie Raja, who is the backbone of our college. Dear ma'am, Having you as our principal has been a true blessing. Your constant support and guidance transformed our vision into reality today. Thank you, madam. Leadership is not about being in charge. Leadership is about taking care of those in your charge. We sincerely thank our lovable sister in charge, Reverend Sister Amala Jacqueline, who took care of us in a protected manner so that we felt a homely environment in Isabel's. Dear sister, you have supported us in various aspects by granting all our requests, correcting our mistakes, giving permissions, meeting the needs of us in hostel. Your guidance and support molded and enabled us to become as a better professional today. You do an incredible job of listening to any concerns of us and keep us excited about improving it. Your impact has really made a difference. Thank you, sister. A mentor is someone who allows you to see the hope inside yourself. Our sincere thanks to our beloved Vice Principal Madam, Professor Mrs. Suryakala, for being such a motivating and impactful person which helps us to strive for success daily. Dear ma'am, as a Vice Principal, you have shaped and molded us. Your communication, compassion, commitment for the well-being of us is invaluable and truly makes a difference. Thank you, madam. To construct a building, we need so many hands to be worked out. Now, it's time to thank all the hands that work together in this 4 years of journey in order to make us a better ones. First year, the beginning of our career. The fundamentals of nursing has been a very important part of our first year, as this is where we learned what our profession upholds. I'm sure all of you would agree with me that without them, we could have not been able to start our journey. I wholeheartedly thank our first year teachers, Ms. Menaka, Mrs. Yamuna Devi, Mrs. Sini Ajay, Ms. Ashiba, Mrs. Subi, who bestowed their abundant guidance, patience, and support which helped us in building our career. Thank you, madams. Second year was the celebration of the first year, with community health nursing as a seasonal treat and medical surgical nursing as an interesting one. Our sincere thanks to our community health nursing teachers, Mrs. Mary Salma, Mrs. Nandini, Mrs. Nishanti, Ms. Chitra, for guiding us in rural and urban community postings. We are also very thankful for the infinite love shown by our medical surgical nursing teachers, Mrs. Nishantini, Mrs. Sherin, Mrs. Nishanti, in correcting our care notes, care studies, and helping us to improve our skills and confidentiality in handling the patients and holding the syringes. Third year was the carnival of first 2 years. Pediatric nursing is another journey where we, along with the kids, enjoy the playrooms and watching TV. We loved when the kids laughed. When they cried, they broke our hearts. It was so hard when it all came to memorize their milestones and calculating the drug. But we did it. We immensely thank our pediatric teachers, Professor Mrs. Vijay Kumari G. Peter, Mrs. Queen, for their abundant guidance, support during pediatric posting, especially in Institute of Child Health, ICH, Egmore. Psychiatric nursing is another fascinating posting in Institute of Mental Health, Kiel Park, Chennai, with each one of us strangely relating to the book picture and ending up questioning and suspecting our own self whether we possess any psychiatric problem. Our sincere thanks to our psychiatric nursing teachers, Professor Mrs. Uma, Mrs. Ansi Golda Sweetie, Reverend Sister Amala Jacqueline, for upgrading our knowledge in mental health nursing. We also thank our medical surgical nursing teachers, Mrs. Nishantini, Mrs. Fiona, for instilling the skills of critical care nursing and emergency nursing in the third year. Our confidence was triggered a little when we started our research journey. We owe special gratitude to our Professor Mrs. Suryakala, Professor Mrs. Uma, for explaining research and statistics in a simple manner. Our earnest thanks to all our research guides for helping us to complete our research projects on time. Surely, third year is a transition period for all of us, where we are overwhelmed with three major specialties along with research. It was due to the constant efforts and coordination of our third year teachers which helped us to come across it without stress. Thank you, madams. Finally, in the fourth year, we'll all witness the miracle of life. We all know this journey as a roller coaster ride with so many twists and turns, like the mechanism of labor, like the internal rotation of shoulders and lateral flexion of the body. Our goal was conducting 20 normal deliveries, and a region of interest was the labor room, and the hardest procedure is the breastfeeding technique. We wholeheartedly thank our midwifery teachers, Professor Mrs. Suryakala, Mrs. Margaret Susanna, Reverend Sister Nancy, for training us to play a major role in the miracle of birth, which is a sensational experience. Thank you, madams. Our sincere thanks to our community health nursing teachers, Mrs. Mohana, Mrs. Nandini, Mrs. Ansi Golda Sweetie, Mrs. Sini Ajay, Mrs. Ninisha Joy, Mrs. Rosemary, for molding us to gain confidence in delivering care at doorstep, home setups, and guiding us in community postings and national health camps. We express our gratitude to our management teachers, Professor Mrs. Suryakala, Reverend Sister Amala Jacqueline, who helped us to acquire managerial skills in administration. We also render our thanks to all our teachers who helped us in clinical settings to make us competent enough in clinical areas. We profoundly thank our coordinators and assistant coordinators for the constant tireless efforts and coordination for the past 4 years. Our heartfelt thanks to all our external faculty, Dr. Sudan, Department of Anatomy and Physiology, Reverend Sister Adaikala Mary, Department of Microbiology, Dr. Bhaskar Rao, Department of Biochemistry, Ms. Shafika, Department of Nutrition, Mrs. Emma Paul, Department of Sociology, Mr. Zaman, Department of Pharmacology, Dr. Dorothy, Department of Pathology, for sparing and impacting their knowledge to us. We also render our thanks to all the teachers who are not present here for their guidance and support. Dear teachers, I agree, we might have not made it easy for you all. Thank you for enlightening us with your knowledge, bearing our shortcomings, helping us in clinical areas, and molding us to become better professionals today. You have taken us through challenging periods of training. Words cannot express how much we feel grateful for you. Thanks a lot, dear teachers. We express our sincere thanks to our former Vice Principal, Reverend Sister Mary Kuti Matthew, and our former Sister in Charge, Reverend Sister Inacia Kolako, for their significant contribution. We also express our joyful thanks to our Dr. Abel George, Chief Executive Officer, St.ISABEL'S Hospital, Dr. Stephen K. Matthew, GMO, Reverend Sister Viola Furtado, Coordinator, St.ISABEL'S Hospital, for your constant support towards students. We also thank our Medical Administrator, Dr. Mohammed Rafi, Medical Superintendent, Dr. Philomena Joseph, for the support and guidance in clinical areas. We profoundly thank our Reverend Sister Jessie Verghese, Nursing Superintendent, Superior, Vice President, for her support towards students. We express our earnest thanks to all the doctors, ward in charge sisters, nursing supervisors, and staff nurses for allowing us to demonstrate our skills and to improve our clinical skills, and for helping us in all the ways to be trained as an efficient nurse. We are really blessed to have a parent hospital which helped us to demonstrate our clinical skills. Of all the blessings we hold in Isabel's, the greatest blessing is the prayers and blessings that we received from our patients who are committed to our care. They were our true teachers who helped us to gain valuable insights and thereby to improve our clinical skills. We also render our sincere thanks to the sisters of the community for their prayerful support. Our earnest thanks goes to our hostel in charge, Reverend Sister Nancy, Warden Ma'ams, Mrs. Sarama, Mrs. Bella, Miss Ashiba, Mrs. Nishanti for taking care of us in the hostel for the past 4 years. We also thank our office staffs, Mrs. Visalachi, Mrs. Flora, Mrs. Subhashni, who contributed significantly by working for scholarships and exam enrollments. We express our gratitude to our transport department, to all our drivers for making our travel safe and helping us during outpostings. We also thank the housekeeping and maintenance department for making our stay better for the past 4 years. We also thank our mess management for their hospitality. We also express our sincere thanks to our security department for their contribution. With grateful hearts, we thank our beloved seniors who guided us and supported us during our hard times. The most beautiful thing in this world is to see your parents smiling and knowing that you are the reason behind the smile. Yes, dear parents, today we are proud that we are the reason behind your smile, and words are not enough to say thanks for your love, care, great sacrifices, and significant contribution in bringing us up. My dear juniors, thanks for all your love and support towards us during our stay. And thanks for giving such a memorable graduation for us. We remember being all excited to enter the college premises after our admission with much anticipation of how life would go around now. To describe the journey in a poetic way, it was like a bed of flowers. But soon everything became difficult, with stress getting into our lives. As things move forward from simple to complex, and with the hand-holding by our dear teachers and with our own resilience, we moved, and we are just yet with that advancing changes. The following years took us by storms, with those tongue-twisting names of the drugs, longer clinical hours, scary operation theatre postings, tired night duties, improving the sterility in holding the syringe, home visits and back techniques during community postings, psychiatrist mental status examination, including our own, handling the tiny thoughts in the pediatrics, and above all, the bewilderment of God's creation during labor room postings. As we encouraged the mother to push hard, we pushed us out of the hurdles of life. Just while we were adjusting to the flow of our subjects, Corona came knocking our doors. Before we knew it, we were back at home. But we were trained by our teachers through online classes. Can we say we, the graduating batch, are so special? Yes, we are called as the COVID warriors. During the devastating second wave of COVID, senior batches of BSc and GNM were called upon to work in the COVID wards, which was exciting and scary at the same time. Drowning in the personal protective equipment, which is PPE, and standing for 6 long hours and witnessing the fear on the eyes of patients who were away from their loved ones with the fear of anxiety blooming large on their faces. We were glad we could bear some help. That entire experience has sensitized us more over the role of nurses as a healthcare worker. We sincerely thank our Principal Madam, Professor Dr. Annie Raja, Sister in Charge, Reverend Sister Amala Jacqueline, Vice Principal, Professor Mrs. Surya Kala, and our faculty for taking care of us during that pandemic situation. We were provided with nutritional foods which were prepared in our nutrition lab by our college management, which helped us to cope up with that COVID virus. St. Isabel's School and College of Nursing not only focuses on the theoretical and clinical education, but also on the extracurricular aspects through SNA, which is known as Student Nurses Association, YRC, NSS, intercollegiate, intracollegiate competitions, webinars organized by eminent personalities. The training in Isabel's created dancers, singers, poets, and even good orators out of each one of us. Our profound thanks to our SNA program coordinator, Mrs. Sini Ajay, for bringing our hidden talents in extracurricular activities and present presenting such a variety of cultural events every time. Things may end, but memories last forever. The memories that we cherished together in the hostel was evergreen. Visiting, willing day off, phone calls, early morning mass, roll call, study hour, midnight Villupattu practice. We all will miss that moments now. We may not have thousands of selfies together, but we cherished millions of memories together, which will last forever. With the list of clinical requirements and procedures on one hand, we had list of cultural events as a stress busters. At the end of 4 years, we realized how much we are trained in terms of creativity, professionalism, and most importantly, in our spiritual life. Daily prayers, morning mass, retreats, adorations, confessions, spiritual guidance by our Don Bosco fathers at St. Pete's and sisters of our community who turned our hearts and mind towards God. Words cannot express how much grateful we are to our institution for making us who we are today, and who we will become in the coming days naturally depends on us. But we assure you that the values and ethics that was inculcated in us through St.ISABEL'S College of Nursing, we will make our institution, St.ISABEL'S College of Nursing, proud no matter wherever we are. Last but not the least, my dear terrified graduates, hearty congratulations. We have done it. All the hard work has finally paid off, and we all are ready to take the next big step in life beyond now. Share your sparkle wherever you are. Dream big and work hard. Remember your roots, the way back home, which is our Isabel's. Take pride in how far you have come and have faith in how far you can go. Let's meet again in the next phase of our career and be proud to be a nurse. Meanwhile, be proud to be an Isabelite. I wish you all more degrees, more accomplishments, and more success. Once again, thank you all. Have a splendid evening.
Things end, but memories lost. We are thrilled by your everlasting memories. Thank you for the beautiful, mind-blowing response. College anthem is to rouse the spirits of the students and uplift their souls. Not only this, it enthuses them with pride for being a part of an institution which makes them hold their heads high. It is the overwhelming feeling of loyalty and faith which sums up the word college anthem. For every anthem, there is a personal touch, there is prayer, hope, and lot of pride that keeps you humming it for years. The text of college anthem is an intricate musicality woven into the fabric of the existence of the College of Education and the tenet of institution. We are fortunate to have a noble leader and dignified personality, Dr. Abel George, Chief Executive Officer, St. Isabel Hospital. You have made all of us proud of your distinguished work in numerous capacities of the upliftment of our institution. We feel excited to get the release of the new college anthem by you, sir. I wholeheartedly invite you, sir, for the same. Dr. Abel George to present the first copy to our chief guest, Reverend Father Stanley Ignatius. give a hand of applause. I solicit further to distribute the CD copy to Dr. Santi Sarjan, guest of honor. And after that, all the dignitaries on the dais. Hand of applause, please. Our gratitude knows no bounds. Thanks a bunch to the bunch of dignitaries. Tons of thanks to Sir and Father. Now I would like to call Professor Suryakala, Vice Principal, to honor Dr. Abel George with a memorial gift. Happy to say, coordination towards the work of Anthem was supported by Professor Vijay Kumari G. Peter, HOD Pediatric Nursing Department. Now, we all can have a visual display of new college anthem. Wow, it's really superb. Give a huge ovation. Learn to appreciate others. May not make any difference to you, but makes a huge difference to others. Now I feel privileged to invite Mrs. Margaret Susanna, Senior Nursing Tutor, to take over this part of the program.
Acknowledge all small victories. They will eventually add up to something great. It's time to acknowledge few personalities for their enormous contribution to our institution. It's a great feeling when your work is appreciated. We heartfully thank the team of members worked towards the successful completion of new college anthem. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication in bringing it out beautifully. Music is the universal language of mankind. We are indeed grateful to have Dr. Sister Margaret de Mello, Provincial Councillor and Cardiologist, St. Isabel Hospital, who's been gifted with the talent of singing and music by the God. I believe through this, she shares the love of God to others. May I invite Sister to present the gifts for the anthem team as a token of gratitude. I request the college anthem team to come onto the stage and kindly accept our token of love. Mr. Jerry Marshall, Mrs. Mercy Auxilia, Mr. Kingsley, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Joshua, Mr. Roshan, Mr. Vishal, Mr. Paul Raj, and Mr. John Nirmal. Those who sang the song. Honor Mrs. Vishalachi, Clerk, St. Isabel's School and College of Nursing, for serving this institution for 37 years, the senior most in our institution. Thank you, ma'am, for all your hard work over many years. Your contribution to this institution have been immense and tremendous. It has not gone unnoticed. Good wishes for the days ahead. I'm highly honored in requesting Dr. Abel George, our Chief Executive Officer, St. Isabel's Hospital, to present a memento to Mrs. Vishalachi as a token of love.
She is very specific in maintaining all the records. Admission register, cumulative records of the students for the past 2 years are maintained very successfully by Visalakshi ma'am, and she also maintains all the question papers which is given by the Board of Examination and University Examination. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your hard work for these many years.
I can't forget our non-teaching faculties for all their help and support rendered behind the stage. I'll praise God's name in song and glorify Him with thanksgiving. I am indeed grateful in inviting Professor Suryakala, Vice Principal and HOD OBG Nursing Department to poll our vote of thanks.
Distinguished guests on the dais, fathers, sisters, doctors, parents, well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I hope your dreams take to you, to the corners of your smiles, to the highest of your hope, to the windows of your opportunity, and to the most special places your heart has ever known. It gives me immense pleasure and happiness to say a few words on this occasion of graduation ceremony. 6th batch of BSc Nursing, and 36th batch of DGNM students. God, our Creator, has stored within our minds and personalities great potential, strength, and ability. Prayer help us to improve these powers. Let us first of all start by giving glory to Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. Learning gives creativity, creativity leads to thinking, thinking provides knowledge, knowledge makes you great. A well-known spiritual director, exuberant and keen personality, it's Reverend Father Stanley Ignatius, Rector and Correspondent St. Bede's Community of Schools, Santhom, who gladly accepted our invitation. Thank you, Father. If your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. We are extremely grateful to our guest of honor who possesses highest ranking, protagonist, enthusiastic, exponent, dynamic and energetic upholder, Dr. Sandy Sargent, Chief Operating Officer, Apollo Main Hospital Cluster. Dear Madam, we are honored by your gracious presence. Thank you, Madam. True mark of integrity is the ability to face challenges, head-on handle conflict. I am extremely grateful to our ever-charming, manly leader of our institution, Dr. Abel George, Chief Executive Officer, St.ISABEL'S Hospital. Thank you, sir. Lead with integrity, follow with curiosity, serve with generosity, be with humility, love with humanity. I acknowledge my gratitude to our Reverend Sister Jessie Verghese, Vice President, Superior and Nursing Superintendent for providing constant support and help for the growth of the institution. Thank you, Sister. There is no need to perfect to inspire others. Let people get inspired by how you deal with your imperfections. Our sincere thanks to Dr. Stephen K. Matthew, General Manager, Clinical and Medical Operations, St.ISABEL'S Hospital. Thank you, sir. The strongest ones lead to in silence, has no one applauding their growth, hence no one watching their leading in progress. They bloom in silence. I take this opportunity to extend my cordial thanks, Reverend Sister Viola Furtado, Coordinator, St.ISABEL'S Hospital. Thank you, Sister. I express my sincere thanks to Reverend Sister Mary Augustine, Treasurer, St.ISABEL'S Hospital. Thank you, Sister. Character, either as a foundation of success, things like fidelity, temperance, courage, simplicity, modesty as the golden rule. I owe special gratitude Dr. Reverend Sister Margaret DeMello, cardiologist, St.ISABEL'S Hospital, and Provincial Councillor, FHIC, for her unstinted support, always appreciated. Thank you, Sister. Our Medical Administrator, Dr. Muhammad Rafi, thank you, sir, for being a part of today's function and also taking care of our students during their clinical postings with your vast experience. Thank you, sir. I must mention our deep sense of gratitude, Dr. Bhaskar Rao, Principal, Allied Health Science, for teaching and guiding our students. Thank you, sir. My hearty thank you to all sisters in charge of the wards and sisters of the community for their spiritual guidance and support throughout. I would extend my sincere gratitude to all doctors, nursing superintendent, external lecturers, ward supervisors, staff nurses, laboratory staff, paramedical staff, and employees of our institution. Thank you to each and everyone for being here to applaud our new graduates. I express my sincere appreciation to the team who played a vital role making our college anthem, which is our long-time dream come true. Thank you for each and everyone who worked for it. I need to say a special thanks to Mr. Sudeep, System Analyzer, and team of dedicated workers of our institution, maintenance and housekeeping departments, drivers, security, photograph, media from Mylapore Times, and others who have helped us in some way, the other for today's functions. Thank you. I would also like to extend a special word of thanks to parents, relatives for their support, who gave to our students throughout their studies, who have made many sacrifices to see children success their studies. Thank you for being present and attending today's function. Finally, My sincere gratitude goes to all my teaching and non-teaching staffs who have tirelessly worked for the success of the program. I would be failing in my duty if I do not convey my special thanks to my dear students. Without their cooperation and support, this function would not have been successful. Within a short while, you will be seeing their performance. Last but not least, my dear graduates, thank you for being with us during these 3 to 4 years of training. Thank you for sharing life and mission of our institution. As you leave this ceremony today with a duty to uphold the good name of St.ISABEL'S wherever you are and whatever you do. It is only through hard work and continuous learning that you will reach your full potentials. Remember, nurses dispense comfort, compassion, and caring without even prescription. Your life is your story, and adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your own potentials. Congratulate my dear graduates. Once again, thank you for your patience attention. Thank you all.
Many thanks to you, ma'am, for your words of gratitude. Saint Isabel, unstinct service to God and men will continue in the future, spreading our legacy through love, service, and sacrifice. May God continue to shower His abundant blessing on all people connected with this great institution. With your committed and unflinching support, we are confident that Isabel will soar high and continue its pattern of success. Today is a milestone. It tells you how you have come. Keep learning, keep trying, keep accomplishing, and keep venturing on through your journey. Congrats. Great grats. Could you all please stand up for the college anthem? Thank you all. Be seated. I request the elated ecstasies to kindly stay and join in for the photo session with the staff and graduates.
Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.
Thank you, girls, for your splendid performance.
Yo te miro y se me corta la respiración. Cuando tú me miras se me sube el corazón.
Me palpita lento el corazón.
Y en un silencio tu mirada dice 1000 palabras. La noche en la que te suplico que no salga el sol.
Bailando, 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 bailando. Tu cuerpo y el mío llenando el vacío, subiendo y bajando. Subiendo y bajando. Bailando, 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 bailando. Ese fuego por dentro me está enloqueciendo, me va saturando.
Con tu física y tu química, también tu anatomía, la cerveza y el tequila y tu boca con la mía. Ya no puedo más,
ya no puedo más,
y ya no puedo más,
ya no puedo más. Con esta melodía, tu color, tu fantasía, con tu filosofía, mi cabeza está vacía y ya no puedo más, ya no puedo más.
Yo quiero estar contigo, vivir contigo, bailar contigo, tener contigo una noche loca.
Una noche loca.
Ay, besar tu boca. Yo quiero estar contigo, vivir contigo, bailar contigo, tener contigo una noche loca. Con tremenda nota.
I'm loose, and everybody knows I get off the train. Baby, it's the truth. I'm like Inception, I play with your brains, I don't sleep or snooze. I don't play no games, so don't get it confused, no. Cause you will lose, yeah. Now pump it up and back it up like a Tonka truck. Got it.
If you go hard, you gotta get on the floor. If you're a party freak, then step on the floor. If you're an animal, then tear up the floor. Break the sweat on the floor, yeah, we work on the floor. Don't stop, keep it moving, put your drinks up. Pick your body up and drop it on the floor. Let the rhythm change your world on the floor. You know we're running shit tonight on the floor. Brazil, Morocco, London to Ibiza, straight to LA, New York, Vegas to Africa. Dance the night away, live your life and stay young on the floor. Dance the night away, grab somebody, drink a little more. Tonight we gon' be getting on the floor. Tonight we gon' be getting on the floor. I know you got it, clap your hands on the floor. And keep on rocking, rock it up on the floor. If you're a criminal, kill it on the floor. Steal it quick on the floor. On the floor. Don't stop, keep it moving, put your drinks up. It's getting ill, it's getting sick on the floor. We never quit, we never rest on the floor. If I ain't wrong, we probably die on the floor. Brazil, Morocco, London to Ibiza, straight to LA, New York, Vegas to Africa. Dance the night away, live your life and stay young on the floor.
Thank you, girls. Your spirit has awakened many dreamers within. The Keratin dance, one of the most widely practiced folk dance form of Bengal. The democratic nature of the dance, which unites people of the whole village, irrespective of their caste or social standing, is its most striking feature. Let's see the democratic nature through their dance.
থমকিয়া তোমরা দেখো গো আসিয়া কমলা হেনে তো করে থমকিয়া থমকিয়া এগো কমলা হেনে তো করে থমকিয়া থমকিয়া এগো কমলা হেনে তো করে থমকিয়া থমকিয়া রে কমলা হেনে তো করে থমকিয়া থমকিয়া তোমরা দেখো গো আসিয়া কমলা হেনে তো করে থমকিয়া থমকিয়া আইলা সবে সারি সারি আরে পারা পুষি যত নারী আইলা সবে সারি সারি এগো সোহাগ চন্দন দিলাম ছিটায়া ছিটায়া এগো সোহাগ চন্দন দিলাম ছিটায়া ছিটায়া রে কমলা হেনে তো করে থমকিয়া থমকিয়া রে কমলা হেনে তো করে থমকিয়া থমকিয়া
which was enjoyed by many people. Every move has a special meaning, even we can't understand. Let's see the dance for laughter, dance for tears, madness, fears, hope, screams, and dreams.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Crasonando no na na. No 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 na na. Put 'em up in the air. Out here living, what is you doing? Bad, bad, bad. Big energy, feeling gangsta. Ghost right on you if you switch up. Most of only big top, big trucks. And my low, 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 low.
लाखों का दिल तेरा, ये तेरा थंडर सा ठुमका. अब नखरा ना कर तू, बिजली बन के बे तू फ्लोर पे आ गिरे. मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच. मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच. मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच. मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच. मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच. मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच. मेरी रानी रानी.
This dance shows our biological rhythm are the symphony of the cosmos. Music embedded deep within us, to which we dance, even when we can't name the tune.
Phenomenal woman. Many people wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. When I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman, phenomenally. I walk into a room just as cool as you please. and to a man the fellows stand, or fall down on their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say, it's the fire in my eyes, the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist, the joy in my feet. I'm a woman. Phenomenally. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the rise of my breasts, the grace of my style. I'm a woman. Phenomenally. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palms of my hand, the need for my care. I'm a woman. Phenomenally. Phenomenal woman. That's my mother and all your mothers, and my grandmother and all your grandmothers, and my great-grandmothers and your greats and my great-greats and all you women, and me. Phenomenal woman.
The message of the phenomenal woman is to celebrate our own womanliness. We should be proud of our inner strength and qualities instead of superficial things. Our Indian culture has many festivals. In that, they celebrate marriage also like a grand function that will not be fulfilled without dance in it.
Pama paraka paraka riga mari niri tunnoke tunnoke dari sani da pa korike korike riga pari niri savake savake savake
pandal moluvan derka derka penna jakanam verka verka penninte monju kannoke kannoke jakkinte madrasa kannoke kannoke penna jakkanam kettunga ine nadannu varumbo chirike chirike penna jakkanam nadannu varumbo chirike 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 chirike
മനസ്സോ ഇപ്പൊ കന്തി അടിക്കുന്നു മാവൻ അടിക്ക് മക്കളെ
Love and compassion are necessities, not materialistic. Without them, humanity cannot survive. That has been proved. Thank you, girls.
Here the 44 budding roses, now ready to fly as a mesmerizing nurses. Inspiring guiders of Isabel, made each one to ring your victory bell. Just think of past in a fast. Many days and nights, every house to suck in. Dozens of papers with cases, bunch of pen with history. Times ran with chit-chat, each year's all like adventure. Given you a blissful treasure. Oh my dear sister, what a tremendous sisters you carry. Bags full of love and joy, make your eyes to cry. Behind you all your memories, in front of you all your dreams. The highest goal has not achieved, the greatest beginning has just conceived. Enough of past, present is blooming, brighter days are waiting. So, dream so high to make them all true. Lift up your hearts to Almighty to flaunt out your sanctity. With all blessing ray, step out to step into life, to each life with your carrying wings. Thank you.
It is time to play.
You ready? Look at yourself.
La 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 la
La la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la la बारिश का बोसा है, कोसा है, कोसा है, बारिश का बोसा है। चल 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 बेटा चल नन्ना रे 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 बरसो रे मेघा, बरसो रे मेघा, मेघा बरसो रे मेघा बरसो। गिली 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 हाँ हा 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 हा। गिली माटी के चल घरौंदे बनाएंगे रे। हरी भरी अम्बी की डाली मिलके झूले झुलाएंगे रे। हो धन बैजू गजनी हल जोते सबने, बैलों की घंटी बजी और ताल लगे भरने। रे तैर के चली मैं तो पार चली, रे तैर के चली मैं तो पार चली, पार वाले पर लेके नार चली रे मेरा नन्ना रे 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 नन्ना रे।
मेरे होठों से धुआंधार निकलती है जो बोली, जैसे जैसे बंदूक की गोली। मेरे तेवर में है तहजीब की रंगीन रंगोली, जैसे जैसे हो ईद में होली। मेरे होठों से धुआंधार निकलती है जो बोली, जैसे जैसे बंदूक की गोली। मेरे तेवर में है तहजीब की रंगीन रंगोली, जैसे जैसे तो ईद में होली। मेरे जीवन की दशा थोड़ा रस्तों का नशा, थोड़ी मंजिल की प्यास है, बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है, बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है, बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है, कसम से बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है।
विनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।